Our brand new cycle of basic space lands is now available for purchase at www.itresolvesmtg.com. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another gameplay video. I hope you guys had a fantastic Monday. I hope your week started out strong. I got a lot done yesterday. It felt pretty good, and I'm excited to be here again playing with another control deck and another deck submitted by Turn 1 Sol Ring. So yesterday, if you missed the Sultai control list, it was really, really good. We went undefeated with that list, submitted again by Turn 1 Sol Ring. And today, he's followed it up with a Jund control list. So I think we're going to try this one out here. You'll notice some cards are very similar to the Sultai control list, particularly in the removal package area. And I'm actually really excited about that. I think that deck proved to be very, very good. I think we can kind of compare and contrast these two decks, knowing that obviously they're going to have different strengths and weaknesses. So to kind of run through this list very quickly, the one thing that it does not have as much of is the ramp. Now, it does still have Nissa, who shakes the world, to help us get to our big planeswalkers, as well as Casualties of War, our favorite card ever. This card is super, super good. I think yesterday we were able to get a 5-for-1, so we were able to hit every single thing, which was awesome. Generally, that's not the case, but you can still usually hit 2 to 3 things with it and really, really get some value out of it. And again, Nissa is going to help us get there. In terms of other removal, we've got Heartless Act here in the early game to kind of deal with creatures. Very, very good. It's nice that it's at instant speed is what I will say. Murderous Rider, same thing, deals with creatures as well as planeswalkers very, very well. Now, we do lose a couple life in the process, but that's okay. We also have a 2-3 coming down on the backside of this one. Eat to Extinction proved to be very, very good yesterday in the Sultai control list, so I'm very excited to play with it again here. Only as a 2-of, but that's perfectly fine. It does exile the target creature or planeswalker, which is really, really good. We also get to fix the top card of our deck a little bit, which is good. As far as Wrath effects go, I would kind of consider Casualties a Wrath, but we do have Extinction Event as a way to exile either odd or even converted mana costed creatures. Very, very powerful. Again, we saw it do wonders yesterday, so I'm excited to play with it again. We also have Storm's Wrath here. Now, this just makes a lot of sense in a Jund list because obviously you're dealing with creatures and planeswalkers with this, not just creatures in the way of Extinction Event. And so, yes, it's a little bit conditional. Obviously, 4 is the magic number here, but can still really, really do a lot of damage. Now, in terms of planeswalkers, like we said, Nissa's here to help ramp us. Chandra, as well as Liliana, are here in tandem to really help us finish out the game. Liliana going to help us draw some cards if need be, but also spit out some tokens, deal with the board. Chandra deals with the board very, very well, but also puts a clock on the game that is very, very potent, we will say. As far as the rest of the cards here, Kroxa is going to help us deal with cards in the hand, but also give us that late game value that we need. And so this just gives us a way to finish things off. Theater of Horrors is a really interesting include, and one that I've seen a good bit of actually recently. It's a 3-mana enchantment. You exile the top at the beginning of your upkeep. You exile the top card of your library. During your turn, if an opponent lost life this turn, you can play lands and cast spells from among the cards exiled with Theater of Horrors. So this gives you a way to essentially always have some extra cards in your hand, which is really, really nice. But not only that, you can pay 4 mana and actually deal 1 damage to target opponent or planeswalker, so it can proc itself, which is very, very good, but also gives us a way to deal with opposing planeswalkers. Very, very good. So very excited to try this list out. We do have 27 lands, so 3 swamp, 3 mountain, 2 forest. I assume full gambit, yeah, the full gambit of the Shocklands here, 3 Temple of Malice, 3 Temple of Malady, and then just 1 Temple of Abandon. So that's the list. I'm excited to try this out. I've played a couple of Jund lists in Standard to varying degrees of success. And so I'm hoping, and this one does look quite good, I'm very, very much hoping that this actually works out well. So very excited. Thank you again for Turn 1 Sol Ring's suggestion here. I really do appreciate the deck suggestions. He's amazing at suggesting decks for us, and all but one. We talked about this yesterday. He and I talked about this. All but one have been very, very good. Only one was not so great, which was the Flyers deck. And that's okay. We're actually getting some more support. So he and I were even discussing. I think it's going to be a really, really fun one to jump back into with Core Set 2021. So we will see. And I think we'll keep this. It's a little bit sketchy, but Kroxa is going to help us get something at least early in the game. We can scry with this Temple. And hopefully control the board with this Storm's Wrath if we can hit a red land. Now, 27 lands does mean that, you know, we've got a pretty good chance of hitting the lands that we need, which is good. And I am going to keep that. Obviously, it depends what we're up against where these lands are really going to matter, but hopefully... Let's go ahead and Kroxa here. Could very easily be like a Gruul aggro deck or maybe a Teamer deck. Chances are if it was mono red, they would have had a turn 1 play. But we'll see. Oh, they do have an Embercleave though, so definitely looking like a aggro deck. So Storm's Wrath probably going to be very helpful. Maybe it is mono red too. Looks like it very easily could be. Ooh, they got a Nissa. That's pretty bad. Theater of Horrors, huh? I'm not going to play this out yet. I'm gonna wait. I hesitate a little bit to take too much damage because we're seeing it here. They've got so much that they could do. Wow, they pulled their in Storm's Wrath. That's actually not all that helpful for them though. Here I am gonna pay this so we can clear the board. But we are in fairly dangerous territory in that, you know, we're at 9 life against a mono red deck. That's a little scary. But hopefully we can get there. We'll see. It's a good one. And unfortunately, we're really not pulling much removal, which is a bit of a problem, but we're going to take 2 and we're going to play Nissa here. This just gives us a way to block. It's not great, but it's something. Unfortunately, you know, we got to do the best we can. Hopefully we can hit this Casualties of War and really start going ham with this. Yep. Eat to Extinction is pretty good. Target creature, target land. Destroy you and destroy you. I don't know though, this is going to be risky. No doubt about that. But we got to try. Let's do this. We'll do this. Do get to attack in here finally for the first points of damage. Oh, don't know, guys. Don't know. I assume they can kill this, which sucks, but isn't the worst thing in the world. Oh, yeah, they just have Storm's Wrath. That's fine. At least we kill their creature in response too. So let's scry. We're going to keep that. And then let's Theater of Horrors. All right. This is it. We need just any removal, so that's why we're keeping stuff. Let's do this. Yeah, let's Kroxa here. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it matters too much what's in our graveyard, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. But got rid of an Embercleave. Okay, this just gives. There we go. We were able to get there. That was kind of preemptive, I think, but I guess they just weren't drawing very lucky. So, all right. Game 1, we got there in less than 10 minutes. That's pretty good. All right, I'm pretty happy. Let's move to Game 2. Guys, also just want to let you know, if you want to leave a deck suggestion, you certainly can. We do pay attention to those, and we're happy to try them out. Obviously, we are right now. So if you're interested in leaving a suggestion, just comment down below or join in our Discord. We've got a channel set up for that, so feel free. Very removal heavy hand, but I think that that's good enough to keep. We'll see. If this is a control deck, that's going to be real bad, but that's okay. Also just, oh man, control probably. Also just want to mention, I'm really happy because, so this morning, So for those of you who don't know, I work from home, and my fiance is a teacher. And so she is off for the summer. Oh, it's not. Oh, cool. This is great then. So she is off for the summer. She's doing grad school, so she's got things to do. But we're very fortunate that we get to sit and have breakfast together most days, and then we get to go and have lunch together as well. So very, very lucky and fortunate. But what's really nice is this morning. Oh, do we keep that? That's really good. I want it. I'm gonna say no. We need a land. We need a land really bad to get to Casualties and then Chandra. And so normally in the mornings we'll just kind of sit, have our coffee, and talk a little bit, and then we'll go to work and do our thing. However, last night I had picked up. We went out to buy groceries and things like that, and we stopped by. I always look at the card section at Walmart. And so I was looking at the card section, and they had a couple of the, whatchamacallem. You would know exactly what I'm talking about, and I can't remember. There was one for the Golgari Adventures list, and then there was also one for the Simic Flash list. Goodness, I can't think of the name. There were pre-built decks. We bought pre-built decks, just for the fun of it. And Caitlin, she's been learning a little bit about Magic, and like every once in a while we'll pick it up and want to play and that kind of thing, and it's awesome. I love it. It's very, very fun. Try very hard not to pressure it because it's not, it's not for everybody. I don't want her to feel like she ever has to play. But we were playing a little bit last night. We played a match, so we did play 3 games. She annihilated me last night with 3 night pack ambushers. The 4/4 that spits out more wolves. She had 3 of them out. That went well. So that was a little frustrating, but she did a very good job. And so very, very good. She kicked butt. And this morning we were sitting down and we had those decks just sitting on the kitchen table. And I was like, oh, well, I didn't say anything at first. I was just like, in my head, I was thinking it might be kind of fun to play. I wonder if she'd be able to, or if she'd want to, excuse me. And oh yes, we get to take them off black too. That's perfect. And so 100% initiated by her. She was like, you know what? I kind of want to play a game. And I'm like, wait, what? Seriously? And so we sat down and we played a game, and it was great. Like, we played, I think technically 2. I got very lucky both games. Unfortunately, the first game didn't have as much luck, which is okay. I mean, it happens. But it seems like at least had a good time, and that's all I could ever ask for. So I was very happy. Let's just go ahead and put a clock on the game. I don't really care about this. We get to kill it next turn with Casualties of War. So yes, we played a couple games this morning. It seemed like she got a little frustrated, but she was picking it up, and she's really getting very, very good. And so I was very, very happy. It made my heart happy. So what do we care about? We'll do that. So yeah, I was very happy about that. We got to sit down and play a couple games. It was really, really fun. So that is all. I was just enjoying it. Let's Casualties of War. That and that. Again, we're gonna hit their black source. And we're just gonna continue ticking up on Chandra. Putting a faster clock on the game. They're really drained on resources here, which is helpful. If they don't have a black land, they can't even play Thought Scour. They can play Teferi, and that's fine. This really doesn't affect us like at all at this point. We're not playing any creatures, so maybe they hit a land. They did, but it's not a black land, which is pretty important. Let's just keep ticking up. Yeah. Not going to do anything. I really love Chandra. She just puts such a good clock on the game. It's amazing. So very, very happy with how this is working out. Unfortunately, they are actually just kind of getting mana screwed a little bit, so I feel a little bad, but thankfully we've got a million ways to remove anything, and so not super worried about cards that they may play. I mean, just keep pinging them. There we go. Game 2, we've got it. Feeling good with this Jund list, guys. I'm really liking it. Turn 1 Soul Ring, again, knocking one out of the park, my friend. You are killing it. So let's jump into our last game for this video. We'll, of course, do a second video where we actually will summarize our thoughts a little bit more thoroughly at the end of that one. But just to get a few games on the board first, we're going to finish this one up. Tasty. I do want to invite everybody. I know I already mentioned the Discord, but if you are not in that Discord channel, please do feel free to join in and hang out with us and everything. We were talking a little bit yesterday. A few of the individuals in the Discord channel were mentioning, it'd be great to have a little bit more structure there and that kind of stuff. And you're exactly right. That's something that I would like to spend some more time on and get to learn myself. Unfortunately, literally it's just a time thing for me, being that I do work full time and that kind of thing. I don't have the opportunity to work as much as I would like to on it, which is by no means trying to be an excuse. I just wanted to, make sure that you guys all understand. I'm going to actually lean on this. That way I can kill this if need be. This might be a mutate deck, so I want to devalue what they're going to do. So anyway, regardless though, I just wanted to get you or let you guys know that certainly is something that we'd like to do in the very near future. It's just not something that I've been able to spend so much time on quite yet. Yeah, we'll keep Kroxa. So that is coming. We'll be working on our Discord very soon, hopefully, and structuring it out a little bit more. Okay. Thankfully we can kill that. Yeah, we don't want you to have that. I hate that they mulligan down, but hopefully this works out well for us. Let's do this. Get another card out of their hand. So they're down to 1. The Great Henge. Okay. And we'll just Temple here. We'll actually keep that. Casualties of War will be backbreaking if they just can't do anything. So I would like to keep that. We'll just pass. We have Murderous Rider up. Next turn we can Casualties, so I'm not super worried about all that. Okay. We'll do that. Let's just do this. Target creature, target land. This isn't an amazing play by any means, but it just gives us a way to get the value land off the field. And, now, next turn, we have the Murderous Rider still available to us. Right now, we're kind of just digging for a Planeswalker. I'm not going to Casualties when they only have a land. We got minimum value already off of it, so I'm not super worried about... Oh, this is perfect, though. I love this. So we'll take this 3, because we'll be able to 3 for 1. Off the Casualties of War, and 3 damage isn't, backbreaking at this point. All right, let's Temple. Don't need Temple. Target Planeswalker, target creature, target land. Just go ahead and get that off there. Yeah, that's pretty good. That felt pretty good. And slowly but surely we're filling up our graveyard here as well, which is obviously going to be really crucial for us. So now we have our own Nissa. We'll just go ahead and do this. All right. And now we have Murderous Rider up, plus a live Nissa, and one of the 3/3s already. There we go. All right. That was a quick game. Wow, this deck feels good. It stalls a little bit is what I'm noticing. Obviously, though, with 27 lands, I think it's going to. So I don't think that that's a surprise by any means. And I'd rather it stall and have a million answers than, just not work at all. So, I'm loving it. This deck is really, really sweet. So thank you, Turn 1 Soul Ring, for the submission. Again, we really do appreciate everyone that submits to us. It means a lot. And so thank you very much. Excited to jump into part 2. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to it, so stay tuned for that. And thank you, of course, as always, for watching. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys very, very soon.